Gracious me!
What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the Road to Glory. If you want context for the gameplay in the background, we were 7 and 3 after 10 games, going into this final set. I just don't feel like I've got as many games here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. Well, there's a game missing somewhere because I played 20 games, which is going to give you some indication as to where I finished this weekend. I only played 20 games of the weekend. I've worked out why I finish at Gold 3 most weekends. And it's not down to ability, because like I said, I've only played 20 games this weekend. Spoiler alert, we do end up finishing Gold 3. I've worked out why. I leave my games to the end, right? Not on purpose, it's just that's how it works out. I need to focus on getting videos done for Saturday and Sunday. Team of the Week predictions takes a lot of time to do. It's my most viewed video every week, so it's something that I need to put most time into, right? So, I can't really focus on Weekend League and a Road to Glory because I need to get that done. As soon as that's done, I can start rinsing games. The problem that I've got is, by the time I get to sort of sit down and play the bulk of my games, I maybe have played about 10, maybe, if I'm lucky. This week I actually managed to play 10 games, I had a good run. If I can play more games on a Saturday, I'll be very happy. That was the first game in the session back, and I thought, oh my god, I am in trouble. I needed to win 4. No, I needed to win... What did I need to win? I think actually, going into this, are we 7 and 3, or were we 10 and 3? We may have been 10 and 3. I can't quite remember what happened in yesterday's video. We may have been 10 and 3. My bad if I've got that wrong. But either way, I think I may have missed out a few games, showing you a few games here. I think I have done. But either way, I managed to play quite a few games on Saturday, which I don't normally do. So going into Sunday, I didn't have as many games left as what I normally would have, so I thought I may be able to get through more of them. But what happens is, right, I've got a mental block on, and for me, 14 wins is I need to hit 14. If I don't hit 14, it's an absolute failure, massive disaster, right? Now, my brain tells me as soon as I get to 12, 13 wins, you're one away, mate. You can do this. But for some reason, I can't, and I absolutely bottle it every single time. It's such a struggle to get to 14, because there's something in my brain that tells me I can't do it, and I'm not going to do it, or because I'm that close. I know I'm that close, but it's just one of those things. So, in this, I think we get to... I can't remember the exact record. I think it may have been 13 and 4, 13 and 5, something like that. And for whatever reason, it takes me 2, 3, 4 games to win that extra 1. And it's not because my opponents were better necessarily, it's because I know I'm that close to 14 and I keep bottling everything. To be fair, most of the people who beat me this weekend deserve to beat me. The guy who just beat me 6-1, it was definitely one of those games, and I have these a lot. Well, not a lot, I have but 2 every weekend, but you know, that's enough, right? Where I didn't think he was particularly good. I think on any other day it would have been a very close game and I may have been able to beat him. But every single shot, he had 8 shots and 6 of them went in. I could not stop. Every single time he took a shot, if it hit the target, it went in. If it didn't hit the target, it was hitting the post or it was getting blocked on the line or something. But every single shot that guy had went in, but pretty much. And it was one of those, I think, that everybody has. And I know people will be like, oh, you're just making excuses, and kind of, but not really, because he did deserve to beat me, but it was just so frustrating that everything he hit managed to go in. We lost that game after we went ahead. The guy was a good player, but again, I felt like I could have beat him. It's my own fault that I've not beaten him. Just, again, bottling it, really. But what I'm trying to say is, I've got like a mental block on when I get to 13 wins, and then that combined with the fact that I've only got a few hours to play the rest of the games, by the time I actually get the 14th win, I am exhausted mentally, and I'm like, do you know what, that'll do, I can't be bothered anymore. If I could hit 14 wins Saturday evening, Sunday morning, then, I thought that was my team then who knows, you know, we could actually go on to finish Gold 1, because 10 games remaining, I mean, I would have bare minimum finished Gold 2. Bare minimum. I would have needed, what, 6 out of the 10? Come on, 6 and 4. I can go 6 and 4. I went 7 and 3. I went 10 and 3, actually, at one point during Weekend League this week. So going 6 and 4 isn't exactly a difficult thing to do. Gold 1 was very much obtainable. The problem is I finish my games far too late, and like I said, I was not like mentally exhausted. I'm not trying to be like over dramatic or anything, but you know what I mean, where you rage as much as I do, and it has to be a silent rage because you're playing so late at night and you don't want to wake anybody up. You get a headache. You just feel like you want to. I just can't be bothered. You know, it's just like I'm done with this game. I'm done, and then I turn it off. And it's a shame because 10 games to get 6 wins is so doable, and I would have done it. I know I would have, because the mental block is gone then, because I know I've got gold 3 regardless, so it doesn't really matter. So gold 1 was definitely within my sights. If I'd gone on an absolute mad one, who knows, elite 3, but maybe that was a bit out of sight. But Never mind. It's not the be-all and end-all. If we were trying to be the best of the best here, then it would be annoying, but we're not. We're just having fun with it, and I stopped when I wanted to stop, you know. So, yesterday's question was, should I get that Toni Kroos card? And to my surprise, everybody said yes. And I was very surprised by this, because I expected people to really get on my case and say that it's just a case of me that was absolute AIDS, by the way. I was so annoyed that I conceded that goal. I can't remember why I threw something. I can't remember what I threw, but I was so annoyed because it was Handanovic's fault for punching it in that situation. I'm not blaming him personally. It's the mechanics of the game. I don't think any other goalkeeper would have done anything different. Shaqiri comes on as a sub. Bang. I love him. One of my favourite players ever in any FIFA. Absolute fantastic player. With that being said, though, like I said, yesterday the question was Toni Kroos, and to my surprise everybody was saying that they wanted me to get him and that I should do him, and that making 2 teams, or at least a team that I could rotate certain players in, was the way forward, and that's what FIFA is all about. Eric said that rotating players in is the best thing to do on FIFA, not only because it's fun, I would imagine, but because it's it makes sense to have some sort of fresh players in there every now and again, as opposed to playing with the exact same team, especially if you come up against the same player. I did earlier. I did an Aguero review, and I came up against someone that I played in Weekend League, and I knew exactly how he played. I knew exactly what he was going to do, when he was going to do it, and it was probably the same for him. It was a close game. I think the game finished 5-4 in Weekend, and in the review it finished 3-2 to me, and I beat him 5-4 in the Weekend as well after extra time. So it was a case of I remembered exactly what he was doing, so I kept the scoring down. And I think he remembered what I was all about as well, because everything I went to do, he would stop. So it's one of those, if I'd switched my team, I'd remember him, but he wouldn't remember me. So who knows, we may have been able to win that game slightly more comfortably, because it was 3-2, literally 89th minute in the review. Now, with that being said, I'm going to do Toni Kroos. I think I'm going to do it in today's episode. I'm going to have a look at it anyway. We weren't too far away from completing it anyway. So I'll have a look at doing that, and then maybe in tomorrow's episode we'll try and, I think for the time being at least, I'm just going to have to bring him on as a sub, because I can't fit him into the team and I don't have the money to spend, and I don't want to sell my team. I watched a 2-Sync video earlier, and I skipped to the packs, I'm not going to lie. But Matt was saying, who is your favourite player, or who is the best? He said, who is the best player you've ever played with in FIFA, in any FIFA? And I was trying to think of it, and I couldn't answer that question. But one of my favourite players in FIFA 19, not necessarily the best player I've used in FIFA 19, but one of my favourites is Dybala. And if I was to get Toni Kroos into the starting 11, Dybala would be one of those players to miss out, unfortunately, unless I tried to work it so that I got rid of Fabinho and Firmino, but I kind of need Fabinho in there as my CDM. Either way, long story short, don't really want to be getting rid of Dybala, like actually selling him. I want to play with him because he's fantastic. And he scores so many goals for me. So I'm going to use Toni Kroos as a super sub for now. And then when rewards drop on Thursday, we'll see what we get. We'll see what the red player picks are. We get 2 of them again. Of course, the team of the week is questionable at best. I mean, EA may pull a madness and put some players in there that we're not necessarily expecting. But for the most part, I don't think it's going to be that great. And there's going to be a few super sub options in there for sure, but no one for the starting 11. Dybala there could have gone down for a penalty, decided to stay on his feet, and then pops it in for 2-2. Very impressed with that, because I think Nainggolan did it just a second ago, where he actually retrieved the ball, and then still managed to score. It was crazy. I didn't read any of the questions before we started the video. I thought it'd be fun to just dive in and have a look. So, like I said, there's like the top 4 comments are literally, yes, you need to do it. Build a team made of players you enjoy using, as opposed to those that are meta, which is what Pappy says there, and I completely agree. Using players you enjoy, regardless of, I mean, if you're going to be a pro and you want to try and become, certified or verified or whatever they call it, and you want to get elite and you want to try and go for top 100, then yes, use meta players and try and abuse mechanics in the game. But if you just want to have fun, I apologise for that. That's my RAM, nothing to do with lag or anything. If you just want to have fun, use players you enjoy and just score goals you like scoring. Like I love scoring time finesses. A lot of people be like, oh, it's boring scoring the same goal over and over again. I couldn't care less so long as it goes in the back of the net, if I'm honest. This game was frustrating. This was the game to clinch Elite 3, though. Elite 3? I wish. Gold 3. Are you going to do a prediction for Footmas? I've kind of already done it, to be honest, mate. If you want to go and check out the video, it's I titled it something like No Footmas this year, because there's not actually any Footmas cards in the database, but I have done a sort of small prediction of players that I think we might see. So if you want to go check that out, then feel free to do so. And again, just loads more. I have Kroos. He's insane. His passing ability, his long shots, mind-blowing. Someone says keep Aguero. Don't worry, if you haven't seen the review and you're not going to see the review, you're not going to watch it, that's fine. He's incredible. His goal-to-game ratio is insane. 21 goals, 25 games, 7 assists. That is on par with Dybala, and those two are, just phenomenal. Someone said keep Aguero and build it around Mahrez, because Mahrez is insane. The issue I have there is I don't think I'd be able to fit the players that I want in there. Like I said, I am going to keep players that I had 8 games remaining, not 10. My bad, 8 games. Well, either way, we would have got gold 2, right? I thought I had 10 games remaining. Maybe I tried to play 2 and just lost them. I don't know, I can't remember. I could have swore I had 10 games remaining. Either way, 8 games remaining, 10 games, it doesn't make a blind bit of difference. I still would have got gold 2, and gold 3 gold 1 would not necessarily have been a million miles away either. But like I said, it's just that mental block. Once I get to sort of 12, 13 wins, my brain tells me I'm close. It's kind of like that feeling, and this is going to be a bit disgusting, but it's true because everyone has it. It's that feeling where you're desperate to go to the toilet. You really need a pee. And the closer you get to the toilet, the more you need to go. Like, you're running up the stairs to go to the toilet, you're running towards the toilet, all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, oh my god, I'm dying, And then so you can see the toilet and you're like, oh my god, and you're like, you weren't like that when you were downstairs, you weren't like that when you were outside waiting to come in. It's, a weird analogy, but that's definitely, it's definitely what it's like. With weird analogies aside, let's get into completing this Toni Kroos SBC. Now, I don't normally do this live because I'd normally build it ready and we would just submit it and open the packs. But I know I'm feeling a little bit lazy today, if I'm honest. Let's get this done. And a lot of people were saying, hey, if you can do that for 30k, a 91 rated Team of the Season quality player for 30k is a bargain. And I know we're giving up and I know Chem isn't there. I know you can't see it, but the Chem is only at 55 right now. So I may need to put a cut in here somewhere because it'll take me ages to get it done. But I know we're going to be giving up our Scream Koke, but I mean, I couldn't care less, right? The main reason we did that was to have him in there as a super sub. He played 35 games. He did terrible, if we're honest. But no, I remember him scoring a couple of important goals. But he's just, now you look at that and you think, yeah, he's not bad, but he's not quite as good as some of the other players you've got in your team. So it's time for him to give up his spot on the bench to Toni Kroos. Now, with that being said, I need to rejig this. So like I said, I was going to do this live. I think we'll do the next one live. This one, though, this one's going to take a bit of a rejig. So I had a look at the 85 rated team, and it's going to be one that I have to complete on Thursday unless I can rejig it when I've got more time later on tonight. Basically, what do I need to chem to this one be? 75 chem. Basically, I need to buy players, and I only have like 27k, and I think the players I'm going to need to buy are going to be more sort of 30, 35. This team I'll be able to do, fingers crossed anyway, without any purchasing required. I mean, we may need to buy some German. No, we've got Baumann. Maybe Goetze works as well. Any other high rated? I could Ruddy in there as well. Okay, so we should be able to do this, theoretically speaking, at least, without buying anyone. I mean, because we need 75 chem anyway, right? So we could maybe get away with doing something like that. And then getting rid of this, going left back. Yeah, this is where it's going to be a bit tricky. We've got an inform. I don't want to use that, though. Let's just try and get rating first, and then we'll worry about chemistry in just a second. So let's go CDM. What are we saying? Got William Carvalho. Works for a link there. We've got him, which works for a link very sort of loosely. We're approaching what we need. Jason Murillo gets us some sort of link. He only needs an 81, but still. We need one more player. We need an 83 rated team. And there it is. 83 rated team, 77 chemistry, and we are done. I feel like I'm giving up a little bit too much there, like Alex Telles. Can we get away with... Oh, we can. Okay, I can get away with keeping Alex Telles, because even though he's untradeable, as you can see, I would still rather keep him than I would rather get rid of him. I don't know if we can maybe use an 82 instead of... I know I'm not going to do this, but yeah, we can get away with using less than what we are currently using. I don't know whether it's just wise to just get it submitted and move on and forget about it. It's not like I'm giving up anything that I'm going to remember giving up, you know? Kagawa, I think I've got enough Germans in there we could get rid of... Yeah, but that's an 82. Yeah, see, I mean, I don't really want to be giving... I mean, I could maybe do that. No, that doesn't work. Okay, do you know what? Screw it. We're just going to... I think we're just going to submit what we have here. If I can get an 82 that fits in there, then fine. We do have Kramaric, interestingly enough. I mean, if I can put Kramaric in instead of that left mid, there, fine, I'll do that. So that's an 82 rated player instead of an 83. I'm pretty sure I won't be able to do another one anyway. So that's the team we're submitting for half of the Toni Kroos SBC. There is a small chance that if I have more time to rejig the 85 rated team, I will be able to build it cheaper. But for right now, that's what I've got. We'd have to buy Tar and Sula, which they're not expensive. You know, we can get both of them for 10k easy. The issue that I have there is that Ozil is about 18k. I have 27,000 coins. So I may need to sell a couple of my 84s, or I may need to just relook at it and see if we can get it another way. But I'm a little bit pressed for time right now, because if I don't get it done soon, it won't be rendered and uploaded before the time it needs to be done. So I'll have to relook at that. So for right now, all I'm going to do is open the pack. It's 25 to 6 actually, so at 6 o'clock we might get something, which again in tomorrow's video is when I'll do it. But yeah, that's complete. I say complete. Let's open the pack. Maybe we get something in the pack, you know, you never know. You never know. I doubt it though, let's be honest. We're not going to get anything good from this. No walkout, which is a shame because that would have really helped us out. I don't think we're even going to get a board there. What an absolute disappointment those 25k packs are. We get absolutely useless player there. He's not going to help us coins. He's not going to help us for rating. He's not going to help us for anything. That is a dreadful 25k pack. If I packed that after spending actual money on it, I would be very annoyed. It's a good thing we didn't do that just for the pack, because like I said, I would be very annoyed at this point. But pick up 168 coins. I don't think there's anything for us to do. We didn't play any squad battles, did we? No, we didn't. Which means we've missed a card there, a foot swap card. But I'm not that bothered. I think I've claimed 2 from this week so far. Well, 3 technically speaking. I think I've claimed this week. We completed some objective-wise. If I go to special and then just go all the way down to the bottom. Right, so I've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 from this week so far. From this month, sorry, not week. So I've got 4. I could go and get something now, couldn't I? And that would help me in rating maybe. Because I don't care. I'm not going to get that 100k pack even. Like I think I've missed too many already. We could pick up. I was going to say it, but I'm thinking of demonetization. I could pick up Lasagna, which might save me a couple of quid because he's Italian league, and it would actually fit into the 85 rated team that I've got, and I wouldn't need to buy Quadrado. Maybe that's an option. The other players cost a little bit more. Is there a pack I can get for 84? Just an Electrum pack. One more and we can get a mega pack, which isn't too bad. I don't know. If I need him, and I could just wait till Thursday, I suppose. But it's just content at the end of the day, isn't it? So anyway, we will get Toni Kroos done, and he will sit on the bench for the time being. And then maybe when we get rewards and we get a little bit more money on the go, because I don't want to change that team now, but when we get a little bit more money on the go, we can maybe build something on top of this, so we can maybe chop and change between the two teams depending on how we're feeling. Maybe have one for rivals, have one for foot champs, stuff like that. So if you have enjoyed the video, then do me a favour and smack the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.